busy man. Do you want to see a model like this make its way to other leagues in football, like in Serie A Hall of Fame? You get a South African football Hall of Fame, or do you think if we have too many of those, it'll kind of make it less valuable or less novel?
Yeah, I like the idea. It's a very American idea. Hall of Fame. If I think of Hall of Fame, I immediately think of the NBA or NFL, whatever.
Yeah.
But I think it's cool it would be nice, I think, for leagues with a lot of history. I think the Premier League, it's only 30 years old, so it tries to be pretty new in its thinking and stuff like that. And I think it's very cool, and it will get fans involved, and there'll be a lot of debate around it. So I can see why they would do something like that. I think in South Africa it's a bad idea, because any moment we start voting, then we saw that with when Oscarine Masaluke scored that great overhead kick, and then Simphiwe Shabalala won the goal of the season just because fans voted for him. So I think anytime voting is involved in South African football, it's a bad idea. But yeah, I enjoy the model. I enjoy the debates around it, and people getting their voices heard. It's very difficult when you go between generations and trying to choose the best players. If you think of the debate around Maradona, Messi, Ronaldo, Pele, there's always going to be disparity, because people that saw him live will have a different opinion of people that only watch highlights. And that player might be a lot more special for you because he had a bond with your team, or whatever the case may be. But I really enjoy the model, and just to give a quick answer to your question, I would love to see it in other leagues. I think it's very cool. And it just adds, a little bit more, gives a little bit more prestige to players who deserve it.
I actually feel I'd learn more about some of the other leagues that I don't watch that often. It would be nice to know who their legends are. I only get to see their legends on FIFA. When they make the classic team, I have to wait for you till you're 70 years old until I know what you were about. Abu, you got anything to say about the Premier League Hall of Fame in closing?
If we were to do it in South Africa, I expect Mbesuma, not Dr. Kumalo, to be the first inductees of that. And I don't want to hear any other names except for Mbesuma and Dr. Kumalo. That is it. If we're going to do that from South Africa.
Well, I've got a surprise for you. If it's going to come down to voting, Kune will be number one.